Hello and welcome everybody to another Bitcoin and Ethereum chart analysis update here on this channel. My name is Daniel, and in today's video we will need to make some adjustments because, as you have probably noticed, we got a strong pump towards the upside after yesterday's video, so we need to do some adaptations here on the wave count. I'm pretty certain that all of you right now are freaking out and believe it's the bottom and we're going to the moon and so on. But guys, I'm like, after all these years you get a little bit more relaxed in this. I'm actually not really certain if it's now a bottom. If it is though, I will also not freak out, because it's just not the right thing neither to freak out nor to jump in a long right now, because that train would have been gone. I'm trying to give you a really objective overview about what's happening right now, and my most likely scenario, which I've been following all the time, was the direct sell-off from this area in a 5-wave impulsive move. Okay, and I've expected it that it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It only made 1, 2, 3, and the 5th wave didn't come. So what does it mean in other words? In other words, it means that we actually formed a low as a 3-wave move, which is very unlikely if you think about it. It is very unlikely to have a bottom in place which was made by a 3-wave move. So what I'm actually seeing as the more likely alternative is something like, let me check. For example, that being a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading directional in an A wave. That being an undershooting B wave, which, nobody should poke around beforehand, because it would be an undershooting B wave scenario, which is never a scenario which should be the primary likely one. But still it happens though, and it is happening right now in my opinion. But what does it mean? It means that was, in my opinion, an 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ending diagonal right now. Okay, so if we are combining that, it could very likely be an A, B, C correction. Okay, so let's make it white. Let's make this 4 pixel. Let's make it another color. Let's make it blue. So you see what I'm saying? So actually it would be the likely conclusion that we would still get the impulse towards the downside, because if that is a wave 2 as a WXY, and we saw a WXY here, an ABC here, and an ABC at this place probably, because the other alternative would mean that this has already been the C wave, and it would mean that the C wave has been playing out in 3 waves, and it would be truncated and never really hit the target area. So since both of those things are so unlikely, I still consider the most likely scenario here that we will come down. So I'm personally not opening any trades right now, because I don't see, we could actually also measure until where this would stay, my primary opinion right now. And it would stay the primary opinion until 2600 basically, because that's the region between 100% and the 1.618 Fibonacci trend-based extension. Okay, so as long as we are staying below 2620, my opinion remains bearish. Okay, not in the same wave count as yesterday though, because yesterday my scenario was that this has been 1, 2, 3, 4, and there directly comes the 5th wave down. But right now it's another wave count where this has been a bigger flat pattern in a B wave, but we still come down though. We just have a different target area. That doesn't mean we die, and it also doesn't mean we should freak out right now. It just means we had one stop loss, and we have a new target area and a new primary scenario to follow. That's really all it is, guys. And if we have a look at the Bitcoin chart as well, I've already discussed this in my German video with my German community. That's why I have no micro count on the chart right now. But if you have been following this channel in the previous days and weeks, you know that we have been discussing the opportunity that this could be the last impulse towards the downside, and I expected this to happen in an impulsive fashion, as it is very likely to happen in the Elliottwave analysis method. And it turned out to go higher as expected. It invalidated the theory that we formed two separate 1-2s, a larger 3, two separate wave 4s, and another 5. So we need to come up with a different idea right now, which could be potentially that this is an A wave up, this is a B wave towards the downside. So right now this could be a C wave, because it comes correctively though. Nobody could say that we are right now in an impulsive movement if we look at this time frame. So we really made 3 waves towards the upside only, and we really made kind of like an impulsive move towards the downside, even though it's not beautiful though. But it still would also lead me to the conclusion that this could, you know, form very, very likely still an impulse towards the downside. So I'm not switching my opinion towards bullish yet, okay? This is no financial advice, so if you want to turn bullish, you know. I'm just not turning bullish though. And yeah, I hope you like the update though. If you don't want to miss out, don't forget to leave a subscription down below this video. And we see each other as always in tomorrow's video. Until then, stay hard. Ciao, ciao.